Hey everyone, it's Dr. Craig. I had a little bit of a glitch on the internet. Today we're going to talk about sponsorships. I do running and cycling events. I'm a to you how to get a best return on investment from sponsorships. I'm going to go over the old way on how it's done. Currently, it's basically done that way, and what the best thing to do to get a best return on investment. So don't go anyplace. So here's a general protocol or format for way race directors in cycling events. They get a permit, they're ready to put it on a registration site. I use Run Sign Up. Usually they can be 9 months before the event where they put it on, or they do 6 months. After 6 months, you're kind of a little close because you don't have the time to set it up, get your sponsorship, get all your things together on shirts and medals and so forth. But let me just add on when they do this, like say 9 months out or 6 months out, they're looking for sponsors. So let's say you're a sponsor and you say, I'm going to sponsor the widget event. So you give them your logo and so forth, and it goes on the site. So when somebody registers, they see sponsor. It could be 20 of them. Now, what some race directors goof up on, they don't put a link behind the logo. So all they see, people see is a logo and they can't go to the link. So that's a bad one on their part. Most of the time, when you see the logo, you can click on it, it goes to the sponsorship. So that's the way it should be. Now, price wise, all these events have different tiers. The one that just had an event on Saturday night on Starkey, they have booths at $1,500. They also have different tiers for sponsorship, and that can be having your name announced at the course, the shirt, things given out. In the goodie bag, you can put your logo, your brochure, so forth and so on in the goodie bag, things of that nature. But let me bring it to your attention. Nothing happens. They don't know who you are until the day of the race. Now, for a 5K, I don't care if it's 600 people, 800 people, after an hour and a half, those runners are gone. Okay. So those who have the tents or the booths and everything, they don't get much return on investment for $1,500. What are they going to sell in an hour and a half? Now, the other people who have the shirts and the logo and so forth, if it's not a great shirt, that shirt goes into the dresser drawer and you never see it again. So your logo that you paid for on the shirt, nobody sees it. Okay. So why they do it that way, I don't know. But there's a different way to do it where you can get a better return on your investment. First of all, here's a hack. If you have products to sell, you tell the race director, okay, you have a store, let's say on Run Sign Up or Race Roster. I want you to put my hats or my other shirts on there. Okay, now for the race, they do have specified shirts with a logo and the sponsor's logo in the back. But you could sell other shirts that have different sayings on them and so forth. Put it on the person's store and you can make money. If they put the registration site on there for 6 months before the day of the run, you have 6 months to promote that item. So they can push that registration site out like Run Sign Up. They can go to the store, anybody, actually, people that aren't even registered can go to the store and sign, buy, and purchase whatever you're selling. Maybe it's shoes, maybe it's a shirt, maybe it's a bandana, maybe it's a mask. It could be anything, socks, whatever. So you want to tell the race director, I want to go on your storefront. I want you to list this on the store and inventory. Run Sign Up is terrific. You can put the inventory down, you can put the price, the shipping, all that stuff on there. It's great. So that's one thing. You want to get out in front of the runners 6 months or 9 months before it happens. And that depends on when the race director sets up the registration site and opens it up. I normally at least 6 months before the event. So if I have something in January, I'm pushing it out uh, June at the latest, maybe even before that. There's some race directors, as soon as that event is over, 2 weeks later, they're opening up for the next year, 2023. There's already events in 2023. To get ahead of the game, to get a good return on the investment, you have to get your things out in front of the registrants and also anybody else that goes to the site and looks at all the things going down on the registration site. On a lot of sites, besides a store, the race director can put on the front page, show your hat, show the thing that you're selling, the let's say it's a shoe, running shoe, let's say it's a hydration pack, whatever you sell. Maybe it's a service. Let's say it's for medical. Maybe it's for insurance. Anything like that. These runners that go to these races, normally 9 times out of 10, they're going to races every weekend. Okay, every single weekend. Cyclists, they have a lot of bucks. They got expensive bikes. The one up here, 3 gap, 6 gap, they have boots for $7,500. The only thing is, let me explain something. As soon as they're out, it takes 5-6 hours to go 100 miles on this particular race up here. There is nobody back there uh, at the tents, at the booths to see or buy anything. So my thing is, you got to get out in front of everything and have the race director put your products on their store or on the front page with a link that goes to your website so people can buy when they register, or if they don't register, they can still buy products. Therefore, you're not waiting to the day of the race when everybody is done running and they disappear. It's really expensive. The logo on the shirt and everything is nice. Your logo on the back. Do that. I think it's a waste of time. I do other things, and I'm going to show you what we do to get sponsors on board and the best return on investment. I'm going to do that next Monday, 12 o'clock. I'll have it out there. I'm live streaming down to 3 locations, so I will have that out there, and then you can take a look at it. The whole 9 yards, the best way to do it, and I'm going to show you how. So until then, I'll see you later.